And welcome back, everyone. I'm Brian, and
I'm also Eduardo.
Thank you. And we are going into the Speedway and boss for this level, and the boss is Spike, who we will see in just a little bit.
Spike.
Yeah, Sparks is here again.
Sparks.
And I think we mentioned this when we did the other Speedway, but the Speedways are a lot more fun in this game.
I think so. I actually sometimes will just go back into them just to do the challenges again.
Oh, and you know, funnily enough, they actually they have Sparks as a voice actor. Obviously, he's making the noise, but you think that someone already on the credits would have made it. But no, they brought in someone specifically to make that voice.
Oh yeah, they do that a lot.
It's really weird.
Like, it's really weird. Like, you ever seen Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs?
No, I have not.
No. Well, there's a monkey. He only ever says his own name, Steve. Neil Patrick Harris voiced him. That's kind of a big name person just to have someone just be Steve.
Steve.
And it's like the same thing when in Guardians of the Galaxy, Groot.
Yeah.
He only says, "I am Groot." That's all he says.
And isn't it Vin Diesel?
Yeah. They're paying this guy, who I'm pretty sure they're paying a lot of money to just say, "I am Groot."
Vin Diesel's not like small.
I don't think he's a cheap actor.
Yeah, he's not small potatoes.
You know, like, talent aside, I don't think he's cheap.
Yeah.
So, they're paying a guy a lot of money to just go, "I am Groot." Like, how hard is it to say that?
And
with different inflections.
Okay, I thought he only did it once or something. I've never seen Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, he says it a lot, which, by the way, I'm getting that movie and we're watching it.
Okay, good.
Like, seriously, I'm going to invite you, Matt. We're going to go over to Ian's house.
Oh, in his basement?
Because, yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
And we're going to watch Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yay.
It's totally worth it.
Oh, and yeah.
Everyone's going to hate you that's watching because you haven't seen it yet.
I know. But Gavin has cool glasses. Not Gavin from Achievement Hunter, anyway, but...
No.
But yeah, now we get to do the race. The race is annoying. Because we have to face planes, and I just kind of skipped through it because I failed the first time. Inadvertently.
Yeah.
You should try to get both of those.
Yeah, I mean, it's not detrimental to your advancement, but it definitely helps you in the very beginning here.
Yeah, because as the race progresses, they speed up.
Mm-hmm. You can also flame them to slow them down.
Which
just
is
just like you can with any of the other flyers. Also, were these rockets in the last one or no?
Yes.
They had rockets in the last Speedway?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't remember that. Yeah, always go for the speed one on that one. Don't bother going for the
missile.
Yeah, it's not worth your time. It
never,
really
no,
isn't.
never is, unfortunately.
Also, I love if you go through the stars, Spyro will spin switch directions, and it's awesome.
It's really cool.
Yeah, don't ever start charging here because the charge is actually slower than your fly.
Well, I think it's the same speed, but I think the problem becomes the transition between flying and charging.
I don't know. I've always just assumed that the charging was slower than your actual flight speed when you're in the super fly mode and the supercharge mode.
Yeah, I think it's more so because the transition going between flying and charging causes.
Yeah. Also, the missiles follow.
Regardless of the wall.
It goes in the path of least resistance. So sometimes we'll just go in a straight line. It won't actually follow them. It's not homing like that. Oh.
And
But you can get that one. If you don't hit the second one, you can always hit that one. It's a little out of the way, but at least you get that little bit of speed boost.
Yeah, you're not inherently supposed to get that one as well.
No, but if you can, go for it.
And you just use the missiles as much as you can. And thankfully, the missiles do not home on the oncoming.
But if they get in the way, it will blow up on them.
Yes.
Which I've had happen to me.
Now,
so.
I also, if you did notice, even though he went through the blue star for speed, he didn't speed up because I hit him with a missile.
Yeah.
And that is that's a really big help if you want to prevent the leader from getting a further lead.
Yeah.
Hit him just before he gets to the speed power up, because they'll spin out and they won't be able to progress. Oh,
Yeah, see, it's a little tricky when you're going that fast, but you can totally do it. It's possible. It's just really tricky.
I know, but it would have been cool if I got all 3.
And then the other guy speeds right by you.
Yay, new best time! Woohoo!
Nice.
And like I said, I did try it before. That's why I kind of cut it.
Yeah.
So, but now we get to
do hunters.
We get to do hunters
because every speedway has a hunters section.
So annoying. Shemp.
Shemp
was a boss.
Femshemp.
Shemp was a boss in the very first Spyro game, Dr. Shemp, in the second homeworld, the Peacekeepers world. So, yeah, so to get to him, we have to fly over to this barn area, and I kind of flew into the wrong area. I flew onto the left side, you need to fly onto the right side, and then just enter the barn. Easy.
Spyro, you're not gonna believe this.
I'm not gonna believe it.
Sheep saucers and space cows all over this place.
Space cows.
No, I totally believe that.
Before they abduct
Now, if you've not played Spyro 2, play Spyro 2, and when you get to Metropolis, you'll understand what the space cows are.
Yeah.
Because Metropolis has, like, the best music in Spyro 2, by the way.
That's debatable.
I personally think it's the best.
That's debatable.
But yeah,
but it's pretty
all you have to do is kind of aim close to the sheep saucers and the cows, and your shots will lead automatically. They'll automatically track, so you don't have to be that precise. This is not like the
they just got to be within the circle when you fire.
Yeah, this isn't like the mini game with the fire and the...
This is the part that always gets me, because I have a tendency to hesitate. Yeah, to overcompensate, and I hesitate or something. You can shoot them, and they'll be fine.
Oh, and those are human farmers. They look really weird because
there are no other humans in this game.
Yeah.
They're all animals.
It's really bizarre.
It really is.
But, yeah, basically, it's, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's not like the tracking, it's not like the aiming for the... Stop it.
I love this song.
It's not like the aiming for the fireballs in the Bamboo Terrace level that we did last time.
Yeah, where they go in a straight shot.
Yeah, these track, so it's a lot easier to hit your target.
Because they realize that the aiming isn't as tight as they probably could have made it.
Yeah, and if things are moving like that, because in the Bamboo Terrace one, they're floating slowly, they're moving slow, but this, they're like moving and you're moving, and it's tough.
Yeah.
Very tough.
See, you were barely on that guy.
Yeah, but oh my god, they're so creepy looking. They don't even have faces sometimes because of draw distance limitations.
Yeah.
Just before he abducted this egg.
It was a cow, though.
I think they should totally remake all 3 Spyro games in HD.
There was actually, what is it? I'm trying to remember who it was, but there was someone who was saying.
Also, yeah, when that egg disappears for whatever reason, the bubble turns black.
And that happened in the original PlayStation version.
Yeah,
as well.
it always happens. It's not something with this PS3 version of it,
which is emulated, but
yes, it's actually a bug that's in the original too. So
yeah, so no.
I think it's because it can't
do the transparency.
Yeah, I think it can't do that with the alpha level. So I don't know.
Yeah. Either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like with there's I forget who it was or what it was. There was someone who was saying
talk with everyone.
There was someone who was saying the
Evening Lake.
What game would you like to see be recreated or remade in HD, or for like the PS4 or something like that? I think it was. And a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, I want this PS3 game. I want that PS2 game," and I'm just thinking, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot.
How awesome would it be if they had all 3 Spyro games just back to back though? Like that as soon as you got done with one, it kind of launched you in the next one.
That they could probably. I don't see why they couldn't. Or they revamped Spyro 1 to use the Spyro 2 and 3 engine for movement, and revamped oh, excuse me.
I wouldn't want that. I would want the games to control the same way.
Well, I don't know. The control schemes are kind of weird. I mean, if you
charging at the wrong time.
I know. If you play it, it feels dated. You can feel how dated.
Oh, it totally feels dated. But I wouldn't want that for the same reason why if they were to re-release Mass Effect 1, I wouldn't want them to use Mass Effect 2 or 3 engine.
I suppose.
Because that's the way I remember the game. You know, that's the way I'd want the game to be played.
I guess. But the thing is, you're also...
Also, if you get hit really quickly, you'll be fine. If you get hit twice really quickly. Also, don't let him pick up those...
the crystals.
Because he's not fun with them. Like we're about to see. Yeah, because if you're not paying attention enough, you're going to get fried. And
the thing is, you only get fire ones in this fight, I believe.
Nope.
Or maybe it's just the beginning part you only get fire ones.
Yeah. Because then he eventually gets the green and blue ones, which is like a tractor beam.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Okay, and yeah, the green ones are like, at least from what Spyro 2 was, Spyro 2 had red ones, which are fire, you get the super flame power up. Blue was supercharge, and green was like a bomb attack for Spyro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's similar.
Nice.
I don't know if it...
Just actually barely made it past.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's similar in Spyro 3, but...
Also watch out for those flame pillars, because they can hurt you. Yeah, I'd get out of there.
And it's very easy to avoid it. You just have to stand right next to him and jump. Pretty straightforward.
Just as long as you stop getting hit.
Yeah, and I think there's a speed... I forget the tactic, but you can hit him twice with the fire with one attack, which is actually pretty handy.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it off the top of my head, but I remember I did it a couple times.
I think you have to tap the button instead of holding it.
Yeah, I think so. Also, if you don't move, the bosses won't ever attack you.
Yeah, it's one of those mechanics. Mm-hmm. The player dictates the start of the fight. And that rock orb took the hit for me.
Sometimes it's a little annoying because you're about to hit him, and the electric ball hits it just before you're about to hit it. So, it's like,
no, you ruined the shot.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's a little annoying. Yeah, you get an extra hit in there if you
if you time it right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and yeah, he uses the 3.
There it is.
And
you always lose it as soon as the hit counts.
Yeah, which is actually pretty handy. I remember in Spyro 2, you had it only for a limited amount of time.
Where did the other one go?
I don't know. That's really weird. It just disappeared. It's actually a really...
Oh, no, it's just regular blue ones, which you just spit at him and they create explosions.
Okay, that's what the green ones did in the second game. But yeah, this is actually a very difficult boss fight. I kind of left all the failures in, though, only because...
This boss isn't difficult for me.
It's actually the more difficult one for me, for whatever reason. I don't know why.
I mean, everyone has a boss that's the harder one, except for Buzz. No one thinks Buzz is hard.
Especially if you use that mechanic that I used in the video where you stand right at the edge of the arena when he gets launched back in, where you can
I think you just hit him twice.
No, I only hit him once.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. It's like you have to time it right, and it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, see, the pillars hurt.
Somehow I didn't get hit with
because you were still registering a hit from the
fire?
Lava. Yeah,
okay.
The fire. The boss that I find harder is the next one. That's always been the one that's been the hardest one for me.
I forget what his name is.
I forget what his name is, too, but he's always been the harder one for me.
Unfortunately, the names for the bosses in Spyro 3 aren't as memorable to me.
They're not very imaginative. Like, it's Buzz's dungeon. I think this guy's name is Spike. I don't even remember the next one.
Harold.
For all I know, it could be. I mean, I honestly don't know.
And I should be hitting him more than once with that fire.
You should be, but Also, just keep running. What I would do when I start running low on health, I just start running around because Sergeant Bird will eventually will drop a chicken. Yeah. And this is what I'm talking about. You just gotta stay running.
It looks funny.
Oh, it looks awesome. But you just gotta stay running. Because he will run out of it, and then that's your time to attack.
I'm so bad
See,
at this boss.
I feel like your problem is because every time you get hit, it's not when you're running. It's always when you're turning. And this is a boss that you have to stay moving. You can't deviate in your direction. Just stay in a circular motion.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing. It's like even if you can turn and get the crystal, don't risk
go on
it.
your next. You get it on your next lap, and you just pay attention if he picks it up. Also, I noticed something. If you die enough, he'll start shooting less energy balls at you.
Well, no, the first time he does 2,
Yeah.
then he does 3.
As soon as you get the fire ones, he'll start shooting at you 3, and then when the blue ones show up, he'll start going after the
there we go,
the
finally.
crystals more often. But if
Yeah.
you die a few times, he'll start only doing 1 shot at you, and then 2 shots the next time,
Okay.
and then will be less likely to go after the crystals. I think that's kind of the way they made it so if you were having trouble, you could still do it. Yeah.
But, like, having trouble, like me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we already have 71 eggs, and we're only going to the 3rd world. It's nuts.
Well, if you're completing every level,
It's going to get us to like 150 eggs, so we're about almost halfway.
This game is only difficult in doing the completionist stuff if you wait to do everything later.
Yeah, because then you got to go back and do all the levels again.
Exactly.
It's annoying.
Yeah, if you do it as you're going through it, this game is easy. It's simple.
Yeah.
Listen to me, Dragon.
Oh yeah, Bianca's being kind of nice to us.
This is serious now. The sorceress is planning a trap for you, and if she catches you...
A trap!
Believe me, you don't want to know what she's gonna do.
Okay.
I promise to take good care of the rest of the eggs. I mean it. Just take Hunter and go back home before... I can't say it. Just go.
You die!
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the end of this episode. We'll see you guys next time with this
Stuff.
world. See ya!